Hello everyone, it's Mike Levin. Wednesday, September 28th at about 11 a.m. and I called in sick from work today. I just got my state inspection on my car and an oil change, which the alert system has been telling me for probably over a month that I needed to do. So I bit the bullet, and today is going to be a get organized and get my act together day. I don't often talk about why I do these videos so much, and there's some, mixed feelings in my mind between whether I'm doing it for myself or for some audience out there. And one thing's for sure, I do it to organize my thoughts, even though my ideas come out sort of well organized and coherent. It's certainly not that way in my mind before I talk. Ideas take shape as you express them, as you encode them. In fact, I would go so far as to say that just language, the spoken language, is one of the most important and useful tools that we have just for clarifying our thoughts, because before you encode your thoughts into language, they are not, really clear. They are perhaps a bit too abstract, and so by forcing it out through some encoding system, either speaking into a camera for YouTube or writing it down in a journal, as I often do, you figure out what you really think. And what I really thought was that I needed one day to get organized and get my act together. No complaints, for I prize my weekends with Addie more than anything in life, but they are intensive from Friday when I get out of work to late Sunday night when I drop her off, and very little time in there to actually do the things in life you need to do as an adult. And given my really over an hour commute each direction to work every day, and a New York 9-hour media day on top of that, I have very little energy left over at the end of the day during the week. You combine these two things together, and I am very squeezed for time on the personal front. And it was pretty much that way before I was separated as well, in addition to having a zoo menagerie to take care of. Tons of animals and pets, which has been reduced a bit lately. And still, I need to force the time to get my act together, to be organized, to do those things adults need to do to be functional members of society, urgently. You might say I'm fighting a backlog, and I am waiting in great anticipation until the change of the month, when the new paycheck hits, and I won't be poor again. So my goal last weekend through this week and into this coming weekend is to not spend any money, or to spend as little as possible. Yet I'm going to the Maker Faire with Addie, Maker Faire New York 2016, and I need to think through my strategy for enjoying it with her, but without buying everything we see, as is her want. I think she's starting to realize, become aware of as a person, that Daddy too is a person, and that resources are not unlimited, and even if they were unlimited, it would have to be inhibited and throttled so as to not spoil her. She needs to be properly prepared for life, and so it's actually pretty good for her seeing Daddy in a slightly poor state, which I'm not very accustomed to. I guess I'm living paycheck to paycheck now, like the rest of the United States. And, it's just from overextending myself, house in New York City, literally on Manhattan where I am right now. It's a apartment, but nonetheless property in Manhattan, car, and pretty much a free spending consumer lifestyle of the sort that I really was not raised to be. My dad was definitely not that person, and I only became that person since my arrival to New York City. So, earn hard, spend hard, that's what I've been doing, and not so much anymore. So here I go into my place to buckle down and get a thing or two done. The first couple of things taking care of my car responsibilities, because without that I would be driving illegally this weekend and risking the motor, which is the kind of stuff that makes you sort of draw the line. So I'm going to try and extend that thinking to some other things in my life with this precious little bit of time I made for myself. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you again soon, and don't forget to subscribe.